I will have to admit that I was a little bit concerned when the day began, because my day started off with this. Yeah, I had some sort of corrupted system file in Windows. And usually whenever the day starts off like that, and it's a Friday, and it's options expiration, I don't know. Just something about the way things align may not be a good day. Turned out a lot better, though. So at the moment, we have what? We have about 13 minutes. Nope, I'm sorry, it just switched over. We have about 12 minutes until the closing bell. Today is options expiration, so I was just going to go through some of our positions and how we're doing as of late. Oh, let me see here. Our beginning strategy for the week, let me see. It's been up all week, but for the week, it is now up about 7 points per 1,000. So it's up about 7 points or so. On the day, it is up $1.53. So it's up $1.53. Remember, you folks that are new, that's not a literal $1.53. That's the position, right? The beginning strategy, you take the position as a whole and just rendering it down to shorthand. That's up $1.53 on the day. That's the beginning strategy, so sort of cool stuff there. Had a little bit of a breather midweek, but it's up 7 points this week. Every time I look over at our income process as of late, which is making me more nervous actually more than anything else, it's up 10 cents at the moment. That is 10 cents on the day. It's up about 9 points on the week. So 10 cents on the day, sort of a flat day, but up 9 points on the week. And looking over, what else have we talked about recently? We haven't had a lot of swing trades simply because of this just absolutely quiet market, and everything that's been like kicked in the can has sort of already been kicked, so not a lot of shorts really that we have found per our processes, or a lot of longs. However, I did mention some option trades recently, so we switch over to this. This is a chart of Coca-Cola, and as I had mentioned some time ago, if Coca-Cola stays above $41, which it has up till today's date, then I make 10 cents. So there's 10 cents there, and again, remember, for you folks that are new, that's not a literal 10 cents. That's 10 cents for every contract that we had on. So cool, 10 cents on Coca-Cola. And switching over to gold. As I had mentioned in that previous video, it was a public video. We didn't mention all the specifics, but we did say gold stays above 121.50. Dan gets paid. Actually, Sharpe Trade gets paid, but indirectly Dan gets paid. We mentioned that in that video, and it had to stay above 121.50, which it did, and I make 25 cents for every contract on. That's not a literal 25 cents. It's same as the 10 cents, multiply it by 100. So like if somebody says 25 cents, multiply that by 100, that's $25, and then for every contract that you have on, right? So above 121.50. Now, I also had a position on with gold. Let's not just talk about the winners. Right? Let's not just talk about the winners. I also had a position on with gold that it had to stay above 116. It was a good trade. And I got shaken out of it a little too early. So I lost 38 cents on that one, but I'm going to actually be putting that back on probably. So that's like 38 cents that's been lost in the meantime. So I think all in total it's like down a couple of pennies, but actually that's one I'm getting ready to reestablish that position and try and earn a little more cash. All right, so what was it? The beginning strategy's up something like 7 or 8 points. Income process is up, I don't know, something like 9 points. Just a really good week. What is it? Our options gain 10 cents. And again, remember, multiply that by 100 and then however many contracts you have on. But gain 10 cents, gain 25 cents. And I think on the other side, I'm down 38 cents. So on the options, I'm down just a little bit. But obviously, as you can tell when you put them all together, I'm up overall. And I'm also going to be looking at gold again and trying to reestablish a position there. Just a little update as to how our week has gone. It's going quite well. Things are progressing. Just sort of grinding along. This low volatility environment, it's just God in heaven. It's unbelievable. But for now, that's just a short little update with what we've been doing and where we're at. And as always, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that like button. By the way, before we wrap up, somebody sent a note that I guess they thought I was saying, good Lord, I hate having to go over this a billion times. It's really weird because down in my core, I'm a teacher, right? I love teaching, but at the same time, I hate repeating myself, which is a really, really, really bad quality for a teacher to have. I guess in one of the video entries this week, we had said something along the lines of, the banks just got to pocket that money. No, that does not mean that they're just taking money from the Federal Reserve and just... No, not just putting it in their pockets like you're in a third world country paying off the cops, on who are basically there soliciting on the side of the road for a bribe. No, it was just an expression. It simply meant that the interest rate had been lowered, and that was basically attempting to get to the banks to loan to small business, and those interest rates and the number of loans really didn't go up. It really didn't spur that activity. So yeah, the banks had to sit on a bunch more capital per regulations, and they had the interest rates really low, but the whole banks pocketing that money was an expression. I swear. You know what one of my worst things is? I'm sort of cursed. I speak in metaphor. So yeah, I guess everyone doesn't think in metaphor as I do. But anyways, just a clarification on that score. Hey, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We appreciate it. Appreciate all the comments from everyone as of late. And yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, on... Where are we at? We're all over the place, aren't we? We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Google+, and also on Sharpe Trade itself. If you go there and you enter your email address on the side, all of the updates will be sent to you, including the Sharpe Income Project updates that we're doing on that project. And as always, that's been what it's always been. It's simply been our thoughts, not yours, for whatever the heck date is. As always, stay safe, trade well, and remember that love doesn't cost a dime.